here.
Yeah, girl, it's going to be 38 tonight.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So summer is finally over?
It just got serious. Well, don't worry. Next week it'll warm up, I'm
Next
sure.
week it'll be back.
We will finish our show with kind of a little Easter egg, a sleeper hit. We didn't mention it until later in the show. It's my pick of the show. It is the iconic Mercury glass. From day one since I've been presenting with Valerie, I've been presenting Mercury glass. It is one of those true foundational ingredients in this brand. Only I'm used to seeing it in the larger incarnations. I love that we are doing it now in these twinkling quilted candles. Mercury glass and the colors I love. For me, I love that flame on the top. I love that little sculpted kind of retro flame.
It's just, there is a preciousness to these that I love.
$11 and change for each of them. We're going to finish the show with a $35 price point and a $7 easy pay on H473656 in the following colors. This is our denim blue, 4 dozen. Well, I won't linger on it, but it kind of reminds me of that subtle blue and the sapphire angels that we had earlier.
Perfect combination.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, here is the silver. 900 left in the silver. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Oh, look at the red.
It's lovely.
That's really great. 1,200 in the red. And the gold, most popular, 500 to go around in the gold.
A little bronzy note to the
Yes.
gold. Not a gold leaf, not a bright gold, but more of a, I think bronzy note is the best way to describe
Yes.
it. Come on over to the table because I want you to see what we've done, Jen, and I love this. Join me. How sweet. So you have the 3 red candles down below, and then we have used our 2-tiered server, which is available in gold or silver, and just put a pick behind. Mercury glass birds, I think there's a few of those left over from yesterday. But look at how sweet this little tiered server is with just 1 set of the quilted candles. And then down below, if you wanted to add them in, they could also be favors. I know we've used our beautiful angel ornament, but I mean, how sweet then is that?
Or I would just make this a point. I would bring these outside on the deck if we're having dinner outside on the deck, rather than light a wax candle and it's going to burn out in 10 minutes, and then bring them back inside.
This quilted pattern is so beautiful, and what it does, it allows the twinkling lights inside to have something to play with, and then the flicker, that gentle flicker of the tip.
I mean, technically we're calling it quilting. It's really fascinating when you think about it. So it takes the glass and it makes it behave in much the same way as the ornaments that we had earlier. And that mercury, that faux mercury finish, that crackle, that's what gives it a little bit of a vintage flair. So if we took all of the greenery off the table and took the wreaths off the walls, we have a beautiful adornment for the table, or a bedside table or a mantle, and it doesn't have to be just for the holidays.
It's so true. And then back at the piano, we're using just 2 of this. Is it 2 or do we use all 3? No, just 2 of the silver at either end. We could have placed them maybe on either side of the church, thinking about a Christmas Eve service or a midnight mass, but I loved having them at either end of this sweet little village scene with our ceramic trees and our little illuminated berry picks that we debuted yesterday.
And it works perfectly because they're 4 1/4 inches high, so it's not a little tea light, and it's not like a great big pillar. 2 AA batteries on this one. They run on a 6-hour timer. This is another one of those, okay, I get a set of 3, I have a couple of ideas, maybe I get a couple of sets, maybe I mix and match colors. And having that, I always say the timer function on these flameless items, they make me feel when I come home as though somebody has already come and turned down the house. It's like turn down service or concierge service for your house. You open the door and those little flickers just kind of make your heart slow a little bit and calm down. It's the feeling. It isn't just the visual. Which one sold out? Is it denim? Yep, denim is gone. Boy, again, they're heavier than I thought.
They have wonderful weight to them. They really do.
Got it? Good. Okay.
And we have a few of the little berry rings remaining. If you're interested in those, I can share those with you on the silver or the red. But look at how sweet that is. I think pretty much just the burgundy and orange is remaining. But you can tuck them into the little rings, which is so sweet.
That's a candle ring. Another one is a mini ring. Okay. I know my point isn't made, but
keep it coming. keep it coming. And these are too small for a crown.
Too small for a crown.
Just so we're clear.
Right.
Yeah. How sweet is that? That is so sweet.
That's precious. And then as the seasons change and you want to change that out, you know, you absolutely can. So,
Now, if you're hosting Thanksgiving, pick up the gold because we still have a few of our orange
300 of you can do that though.
sugared pipberry rings. How sweet is it? Oh,
that's okay.
just
I got you.
Oh,
I got
good
you.
quality.
Yep.
And
Red,
then,
900.
And then you'll change out the rings or just remove the Thanksgiving harvest rings.
Silver 700.
Going
See,
into
I'm like
Christmas.
all for mixing those colors for that.
Well,
autumnal-
you're pulling out the
Yeah.
kind of that russet in the ring. Are these
are.
sweet and pretty? And there's something,
We
you know,
have 1,000
votives,
orders.
where votives are so on trend, beautiful vessels with even drop-in tea lights. What I love is these bring this gorgeous pattern to the table, a little more sparkle and a little bit more of an elevated look. But I love how these layer in so nicely to a garland along a table where you have larger illuminated vessels.
And you know, we say this all the time when we present flameless, but it's so true. You think of the spaces where you would never put a candle, little bookshelves, you know, where little hands can reach
do
or
they-
cats can knock them over.
I know we have our lanterns here because it was a little bit more of a country vibe. But what happens if we do our sweet little red candles here?
Do you know what happens? It makes me focus on the angels more. You kind of cleaned up the look.
I
now
love
the
that.
angels are the focus.
And
right?
then it's almost like, you know, Christmas Eve service where
Yes,
you're carrying
yes.
everybody's lighting the candle.
All right, final seconds here, and final several hundred actually in each of these choices. $34.98. But I have to applaud every price point in the show has been really remarkable. But for that little pick-me-up, you know, if you're not shopping with a big budget and you just want to add a little bit more holiday comfort and flair to your home, this is a beautiful way to do it. H473656 is your item number. It's either silver, gold, or red. The denim is gone. Valerie, you are back later this evening with our friend David Benedict.
I am 6 p.m. You can find me on social.